Every 250 years, the same story repeats itself. It's not a coincidence, it's a pattern, a secret, invisible blueprint that consumes history's greatest empires, one after the other. We watched Great Rome, then the Spanish Empire, even Great Britain and the Soviet Union. They all followed one single roadmap to economic collapse. They didn't fall because of armies. They fell because of something inside our pockets. Can you believe that today we stand exactly at one of the most dangerous phases of this pattern? Can you place the United States or any current global power on the collapse timeline? Well, the number tells us we've reached stage 5. And do you know what happens in stage 6?
That is the core of today's video. Here on Finance Unfolded, we will delve into a rare historical and economic study that tracks the 7-stage pattern of empire collapse. This pattern does not differentiate between ideologies. It is a rigid, unforgiving economic law. The Spanish Empire took 150 years to reach collapse, and the British Empire took 90, but the 7 phases remained the same. The goal of this video is to know where we stand in this pattern and how you can prepare for what's coming. If you are ready to uncover this pattern, hit the like button and let's begin.
The 7-stage pattern is a complete economic life cycle. Let's define it first before we apply. Stage 1. Emergence and spending. Stability and building confidence in the currency. Stage 2. Illusion of wealth. Excessive borrowing and spending fueled by debt. Stage 3. Currency debasement. Manipulation of the currency to fund expenditures, inflation. Stage 4. Exploding debt. Debt levels exceed the capacity for repayment. Stage 5. Loss of dominance, erosion of confidence among allies, and loss of reserve status. This is where we are today. Stage 6. Flight to tangibles. Investors rush to gold, silver, and real assets. Stage 7. The final collapse. Complete loss of faith in the currency and the adoption of a new system.
Let's look at the currency debasement stage as an example. When Rome faced financial difficulties, they didn't raise taxes. Instead, they did something smarter and far more sinister. They debased the denarius by mixing silver with copper. The silver content of the Roman currency dropped from about 95% to 5% over 2 centuries. Rome was stuck in stage 3, but continued repeating it until they reached stage 6, when no one trusted the Roman currency anymore. The same happened with the Spanish Empire after the discovery of new world treasures. Money flowed in, and they believed the wealth was inexhaustible. The result: hyperinflation, accumulated debt, and currency value plummeting, leading them directly to stage 5 and the loss of control over their resources. The lesson here is, the manipulation of money is the first nail in the empire's coffin.
Now we move to the empires that fell in the 20th century. Great Britain. Stages 4 and 5 were evident here. After the 2 world wars, debt piled up. When Britain was forced to abandon the gold standard, the loss of dominance, or stage 5, began. Countries no longer trusted their ability to pay off their debts, and the US dollar began replacing the pound as the global reserve currency. The collapse wasn't an explosion, it was a slow, painful erosion of trust. The Soviet Union, a stark example of final collapse. Excessive military spending, stages 2 and 3, followed by exploding debt, stage 4, and finally, a complete loss of confidence in the ruble and the central currency, stages 6 and 7. There was nothing left to flee to but the US dollar itself.
Now, let's return to the present. Where are we today? If we look at the United States, which has led the global financial system since World War II, we can accurately pinpoint that we are in stage 5, loss of dominance. Argument 1, exploding debt, the completed stage 4. U.S. national debt has surpassed historical thresholds. This spending is covered by printing money, a modern repetition of the Roman currency debasement. Argument 2, loss of dominance and the beginning of erosion. This is the current stage 5. The world no longer views the US dollar as an impregnable fortress. Rising alliances. The emergence of new economic blocs like BRICS that seek to trade in local currencies. Financial weaponization. The use of the dollar as a punitive weapon has pushed both allies and adversaries to seek alternatives. Bond dumping. Several major countries are shedding U.S. Treasury bonds, indicating an erosion of confidence in America's ability to service its debt. All these indicators suggest that stage 5 is not merely coming, we are actively living it.
If stage 5 is the loss of dominance, what awaits us in stage 6? Flight to tangibles? In stage 6, capital quickly shifts from paper assets and government money to tangible assets. People flee to gold, silver, real estate, and assets that the government cannot print. This is the natural reaction when people lose confidence in the central bank and the debt-based system. So what is the solution? History teaches us that empires fall, but wealth does not disappear, it transfers. The key to survival is to be prepared for this transfer, to be outside the central circle of debt and manipulated currencies.
This 7-stage pattern is a reminder that the financial system is not static. When you see Rome, Britain, and the Soviet Union on one timeline, you can't help but ask, what is the step you need to take today? Share your opinion in the comments. Do you truly believe we are in stage 5? And what assets will you shift to in stage 6? To learn how to invest in gold and silver to protect your wealth from this collapse, watch the video appearing on the screen now. And don't forget to subscribe to Finance Unfolded and hit the bell because we will continue uncovering the secrets of financial history that no one will tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.